Alright everyone, welcome to our first stream of XCOM 2. This stream is just going to be covering the tutorial missions, which are not going to be part of our main run. They had a lot of story, which is actually really interesting this time, so I did want to hold on to that if I at all could, but unfortunately, as with the tutorials in Enemy Unknown, it does unfortunately dump you with some soldiers who aren't chosen ones, who you can't do anything about, and who in fact get killed off before you really get control. But there's some really excellent story parts in this one, so I want to go ahead and cover that, so we're just going to take on the tutorial really quick here. Doing this one on veteran mode because the second tutorial mission sucks on Commander. It is of course unavailable on legend mode.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the
Why does
formation
anyone watch
of
the
the Advent
news?
Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration,
They have
the
overall
speaker
pretty
reaches out
good,
to us.
decent graphics on this, but man, I wish the optimization was better.
Dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
As they nuke our cities into oblivion.
Actions could never break the bond between humanity and the elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Yay, celebrations!
Perfect.
This is Central Officer Bradford. Some of you may remember him from being really annoying in XCOM Enemy Unknown. He's substantially improved in this game.
Approaching position. You were right. Definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds.
And airport security is still annoying to get through. I mean, with good reason, to be fair, you know, he is trying to kill everybody, but they're a lot less polite than they were when I saw them just a couple days ago, too, so.
Now.
And they didn't find that suspicious at all.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
They have a really nice ship there that they're using, the Sky Ranger, but only 2 troops. If you thought they were strapped for budget before, man. Okay, so this is the tutorial mission.
Advent forces are swarming to the blast
It
point.
does
We
a
need to move
good
on
job of
past
teaching you
before anything
mechanics,
else
but
overruns you.
unfortunately, as with the tutorial from XCOM Enemy Unknown, it does a terrible job of teaching you tactics or the best ways to play.
First things first. You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
Copy that. Moving up.
Okay, so we move up to the low wall. Okay, and it shows us that we've used one of our actions.
But I'm exposed here.
It's better than nothing. But see if you can't find a safer position further out.
Looks like full cover ahead. Moving out.
Then you gotta wait for it to go back. It is so painfully scripted. This was one of the big problems with the tutorial
Crasher
in
2. Stay close.
Enemy Unknown
Keep
as well.
pace with
It is
Crasher
so
1.
heavily scripted that you can't do anything. And unfortunately just teaches you how to get your soldiers
Double
killed.
time. We're gonna have to go through them. Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike.
Copy that.
Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set. We'll only get one shot at this.
In the shadows.
Okay, so we're concealed. Most missions start in concealment in this game. It's designed to speed up the early game of a mission, because unless you enter one of the line of sight areas, the enemies will not see you or react to you.
Stay
Well,
alone.
or if they have a flanking line of sight on you. So, for example, let me see.
Don't get too
These
close.
guys are flying around.
They'll
This
be
area
spotted
is the
for
area
sure
they can
and we'll
see.
lose our advantage.
We can see them longer than that. They essentially have shortened line of sight. But if, for example, I was right here, even though I would be out of this view line of sight, since it's a flanked view, they would see me anyway. But they want me to move over here. And okay. Yes. Come on. Oh boy. There we go. It is unfortunately a little glitchy. Wouldn't let me move there. Okay, so
They may have the numbers, but we've got surprise on our side. Hopefully that's enough.
it would be enough if we did things intelligently, but we're not going to.
Remind me to thank the old man.
So there's our first. These are our Advent soldiers. They are the generic grunts of the game. And that was
Not
an
out of the
Advent
woods
captain that
yet.
we saw who's a
need
bit
to
more
take out
advanced.
those remaining soldiers.
I've got the trap on them. Permission to engage.
No!
Do it.
Don't do it. It's a stupid idea. Okay. So what they're going to have us do is attack and kill one of these guys. Unfortunately, we had a good opportunity to do more than that, because we could have set the other soldier to Overwatch, so that when these guys scrambled after watching their friend get killed, she'd take out another one, but just not the best tactics demonstrated in this mission. Okay, so the entire squad has lost concealment, and we're all visible to the
We
enemy.
can see you now. How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No problem.
And this soldier has the bright idea to run up here, which is another bad idea because it is very easy to get flanked either here or over here. What she should do is move over this way, would probably be ideal, and get a flank shot on him while still protecting herself against these.
I appreciate the bravery, but you're dangerously close right now. Be careful.
At least the game does tell you that what they're doing now is a very bad idea. That's not even a good shot against him. And it put you in an extremely vulnerable position. I mean, the shot killed it, but well, it wasn't very good, even though it was deadly. Cover works there, and we evade, yay. Even though low cover is really bad in this game, from my experience. And, oh look, she's flanked. So, dead soldier.
No! Crasher 2 is down! She's gone!
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you
That
wanna
is...
play
I mean, granted, they are going effectively without command, just doing what they want to do at this. That's the storyline of it. But it's still just like, wow, that is a really asshole-ish way to say it. She took the risk. It's her fault she got herself blown up, which, I mean, is true. But be a little more polite.
it. Let's see how she likes this.
Okay. One soldier left. There is unfortunately that bit of a time delay after each action cam. A lot of people have suggested turning off the action cam because of that, but it's just not quite worth it to me at this point. If it gets too annoying, I will. But I like the action cam.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
taking in the sights.
Hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
Okay.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
Okay. And so now they have us split up in a rather annoying way, with Peter Osei here coming over this side and going into Overwatch
Keep your
against the
eyes
soldiers
peeled.
dropping in,
Fire on anything
which
that
is a
moves.
good idea.
The
But
main entrance is clear.
both of the
We
others
need to
go
move
and
on the package.
attempt to take on the objective here, and one guy covering against an entire drop is just not good. What I would do is I would probably put Bradford here, which would claim the loot, which they're going to tell us about in a second anyway, and have him overwatch this way, and put her probably behind this pillar if I could, also on Overwatch. And then when they move down, they'd all get shredded. But again, there is no good tactics here yet. So instead, we just rush in straight for the objective, put ourselves in a position where anyone who's over here gets a free shot at us, and we leave our one guy completely unsupported.
Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct.
Alright, and we got a scope. That was from the dead Advent soldier, so we got something worthwhile. Oh, jeez, I hate the way the camera jumps around when it's showing you what to do. Okay, so I move into cover here. And now the aliens drop in. Or Advent soldiers, rather. Half aliens. Okay. So see, in my tactics, they would be facing 3 guys on Overwatch,
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
and instead they're only facing 1.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
So they see us, they begin to move, and the first one gets blown away. And again, that's scripted to always hit in this mission, so he's lucky on that at least.
Well done. Fall back to our position.
Just go. I'll try to stall him here.
But you're gonna miss, you're gonna fail. And see, again, falling back to here is not the best idea. If you had to fall back in this position, what you should do is fall back to here, get behind the high cover of the door, and then take the terrible shots that you're gonna get. But we have to play it their way. So we're gonna fall over this way and take a shot. That's gonna miss terribly.
What the?
And he's surprised that that terrible shot missed. Okay, so now they're going to show us how to hack. Hacking is not actually a minigame, it's just
You
a
should be
simple
able to cut
mechanic.
right through the door's security protocols. They were never expecting anyone to get this close.
So the way hacking works in this game, anyone can do it. Every soldier has a hack stat. And you have several things here. There's 2 main types of objectives, guaranteed ones and then optional chance. If it's one that's optional, when you get a failure on a % chance, it will trigger an effect that will be shown here instead. And then you have your bonuses. So, the way the bonuses work is they're each % based. If you fail, nothing happens. You get the guaranteed automatically in this case. But again, if you didn't have a guaranteed, then you would instead trigger something like enraging an enemy or effects like that. But as is, we have a 6% chance or a 2% chance to get one of these effects. Generally, the 2% is supposed to be better, but the 6% is easier to get. And these percentages vary depending on the tech score of the object you're hacking and the tech score of your soldier. So she only has a tech score of 5. She kind of sucks. And the door is 60, so she's not as smart as the door. So immediately gain concealment, which means they can't see her, won't attack her. but she's in a position where she's flanked anyway, so I don't actually think that would do any good, because they just see her immediately. So let's gain complete immunity from attacks for 2 turns, if we get this. And nope, not high enough to get either. But we did unlock the door.
We're in.
Good. Let's go.
So, Bradford's going to go to this position in the middle of nowhere.
Moving to secure the package.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
It's a pod. It's a green glowy pod.
Yes.
With
Looks
a
like there's an
super
access
soldier
panel
inside.
attached. If you get me a better look, I might be able to.
Next time.
Ah, good old-fashioned hacking methods. Hit it with a stick. Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Yes, please do. Quickly, preferably, before you get more soldiers killed. Bradford has a very, very low rate of success with keeping his squads alive. So, we can carry units in this game. Unconscious or even dead soldiers can be carried.
The entire Advent security grid just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
Oh dear. Nope. He's dead.
No! Central, Crasher 1 is down. You have to get out of there.
We need another exit. Now!
Okay. So we move her back here.
Got it covered.
Quick, hide! And then they want us to lob a grenade. Okay, unlike enemy unknown, grenades are actually mapped to the grid. So as you can see, instead of the completely free throw that we had before, it now highlights in grid squares, and we can bounce it within that grid square, but the explosion radius stays the same. So, highlight here and toss a grenade there.
Fire in the hole.
This is how we open doors at XCOM.
Works for me.
And now Bradford wants to get out of there.
Almost there. Stay focused.
So he's carrying this big lump. It's not a very useful suit that guy's wearing, that it looks like. I mean, there's not even any gloves.
They're right behind us.
Stumps. And she dodged.
Way too close.
Oops. And there's another one. Oh, and he's shooting at Bradford. And he hits. Which I guess is the way game's way of showing you that high cover doesn't always protect you, and low cover sometimes can. Again, it's like each provides a % boost to evasion, but neither guarantees anything.
Get us out of here.
So, and this is teaching us another new mechanic, this one being evacuation. So, if a mission's going horribly, you can place an evac spot. These spots are restricted in terms of where they can be. In most missions, for example, you can't place it past the barriers, you can't place it in the middle of a firefight, in rooms, buildings, things like that. But in most areas that are open, you just drop a pickup site, they drop some flares, and then when you move your soldiers in there, they can escape out.
Keep moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
So, normally this is done per soldier. The soldier will move there. Oh, come on. And then you press the evacuate button. And the evacuate can be done with no actions left. If a soldier's in here, you will always have the ability to evacuate them, even if they've already sprinted to get here, or fired while here, etc. You can still evacuate them. And normally you have to do it for each unit, but if we evacuate Bradford, everybody gets away. dodges everything. And they both dodge actually climbing up. Yeah, you never actually get hit while you're evacuating. And this is an enemy we haven't seen before. Investigating the room we just blew open. We did a lot of damage. We break a lot of stuff in XCOM.
Carefully! There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
There we go.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago.
Hey, it's XCOM 1, and there's Bradford.
Back then,
Young, pathetic Bradford.
we had no
Old,
idea
grizzled
what
Bradford
was
is
coming.
way more awesome.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion.
No, I like my cranium.
I've managed to identify the connection. Preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
Ow.
Doctor! No signal.
Well, that was the fall of XCOM. And there's an ethereal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander.
Yep, you're the commander from the original XCOM project. Captured by the aliens upon the taking of the base. And
Glad to see you're finally coming out of it.
implanted and messed around with for
Well, that
20
made
years.
a headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years.
And an interceptor.
Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tigan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me.
Okay.
It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
So, we've now been rescued from alien control. And are now going to work to take them down and kill them and etc.
Commander, to the research labs.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go research.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we
It's a decent
found
lab, I
something
guess.
while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent,
Wait,
I
you
would
worked with
already
Advent?
know the precise nature of its function. However,
Traitor!
given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out.
But aren't you
Which
doing
brings to
everything
light
here?
an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man.
Oh, so he literally
Were you
is
to direct
doing
additional
everything here.
support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Wow. I mean, like, we had hundreds of scientists
On your
in
order,
the last
Commander.
game. and we
I
got
will
one.
begin researching the Advent chip for possible insights as to its function.
Successful genetic procedure required to remove the chip. Now have opportunity to study the inner workings. Better understand their motivations. We cannot perform either modular weapons or hybrid materials at this time, so let's just start the alien biotech.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
That research will keep Tygan busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory.
Armory it is.
Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the op to get you back. She
lag.
earned enough experience for a promotion. We should take care of that now.
But she's not one of our teams. She's just
The
a
Ranger
random.
serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
And she always becomes a ranger. Even though, again, if we pull a troop from the character pool, even if we've given them a class, they'll become various things, but she's always a ranger.
We're off to a good start. Our troops will only get stronger as
So
they
the
gain
ranger
experience.
is the equivalent of the assault, but it works a little differently in that they carry swords
Commander,
as
to
well
the
as
bridge.
shotguns. Unfortunately, it gives us no time to overview
I heard
things.
you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior command exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down. If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running and give the aliens a real war for a change. A squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
Okay, so now we have to pick our squad and see who we actually have. I'm gonna take Jane Kelly on this just because we really need all the experience troops we can, or at least we could on the hard difficulty. We have Sharky here. Pumpkins. Best buddy. We have my good friend Rose. And Share Cyrus. Ah, we don't have a Canadian yet, so Sarek it is. And again, unfortunately, although I did, she should be a Grenadier. In fact, they should both be Grenadiers. And Sharky, I think, was another Assault, but it's not going to matter. They'll get promoted randomly. So, this is our squad. Let's go ahead and see how things are going to head off. It's nighttime. Is it going to be a night mission? The game does actually have real-time day-night that keeps track. So if it is, they have dynamic lighting, and it will adjust for time of day in the game, depending on where the mission actually takes place and what the game time is currently at. Load times. But yes, pink hearts and black armor is just rows all over. Long load times. Operation Frostfather. Okay, and we're in the wilderness of New India. Not just regular India, New India. Presumably like old India, but newer. Okay, and time now. There we go. We will launch the mission, and I'll explain exactly why I had so much trouble with this mission. Ooh, and it's snowy terrain. I love snow and ice, so this is my favorite. Okay.
Commander, getting a fix on the device, but it looks like it may have been damaged during the fight. Energy readings are going crazy. I'm guessing we don't have much time before it explodes.
Does that cause Advent to evacuate?
Shen's working on a way to stabilize that thing, provided we can get close enough to access its core. Stay in the shadows until we can get a better read on the situation.
We start in concealment. The objective is all the way over here. We only have 8 turns before it explodes. So, naturally, you want to get there in a hurry. However, our squad is just rookies and 1 assault, and the enemies have a lot more firepower than us at the current time. There are several groups of enemies, and they are actually randomly seated across the map, so you can run into all of them before you get to the device. Or, I mean, theoretically, you could avoid them all when getting to the device. Which is part of the reason I have so much problem, is that there was so much. In most of the missions I ran into 2 of the groups beforehand, and I did not have the firepower to finish them off with the RNG before the device exploded, which is an instant mission failure. So,
running.
You might be tempted to run straight down the middle, but that's actually, I found, not a good idea, because the first enemy group usually comes from over here, but the thing is, you need to look for the good cover position, of which on this map I found that the left-hand side is a little bit better. You got the trees, you can hide behind the bigger vehicles, whereas you have a bit more open space and rocks over on this side, and though you have the trees, they're a little more spread out, and more of the enemies are over there. So, I've had some success coming over here for my opening turns.
Moving out.
It's not really important to stay in cover here, but just good practice overall. Okay. So, do we see anything? No, not yet. Alright.
Will do.
It's actually better to move and move again than dash in these circumstances, I find, typically. But I'm just pretty sure that we're going to get spotted up there. But I really want to get some good cover. If I could get right 1 more over, it'd be perfect. But I can't. Okay.
10-4.
Sharky up. Oh, shoot.
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control. Commander, we have a chance to do some serious damage here. Before jumping into combat, let's make sure we make the most of our advantage.
Okay, so again, we can see them, they can't see us until we move here, or they get a flank on us. Previous mission, every previous mission I've taken on, actually, that group has been here, and they patrol in here. This time they're further back, but there's probably another group here and back here, because there are 2 other groups in this mission. So, although it's, like, nice to have them in a spot where we can see that it's just them and there's nobody else immediately engaging them, we could very well draw more fire, which would be bad. So, I am going to move up this way, since I know that they can't see me from here. And we'll move our ranger over here.
I'm all over it.
Okay, and we are still concealed. This is excellent. that in cover? No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so another thing you can do is that when you're moving to a location in this game, it will give you these little pips, which are line of sight indicators. It's telling me if I move here, I can see them. If I move here, I cannot. So, what I'm going to do is move up here with Sharky.
Scanning.
Go into Overwatch. Rose can see both of them. Okay, so we'll Overwatch her right there. And Overwatch Cyrek right there. And then we're going to do something fun. Can I see him from here? I can. Do I take the shot or lob a grenade? Well, a grenade would kill the regular trooper, and that would be kind of overkill. So let's just see what we can do to this officer. Well, we got his attention.
They spotted us.
Okay, so we're revealed. And
these guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Oh, you're kidding me. Kill it! And all three miss.
Still moving. Miss the target.
And this is why this mission sucks, because we still only have 6 turns to get there and hack the objective. And we only have rookies, and rookies suck. Oh, and he just heavily damaged our first soldier. Or our strongest soldier, in fact. Oh, she's dead. That's fair. And now soldiers start panicking. So again, you have uncontrollable soldiers with panic who can't hit the broadside of a barn, and you have to get to the objective before it blows up. If I had non-rookies, like if I had some soldiers who were actually decently prepared to handle this, this would be fine. If I wasn't on a timer, this would be fine. But the two combined are just absolutely brutal. And what's more, I guess you earned a promotion for the kill. If we come over and look at this, in order to hack it, we have to get to this square or this square. We can't do it from down here, and we can't do it from up here. So they position things to where you have to go around and make it so that any aliens that are on this side get flanking shots on you, and are therefore going to kill you in one hit. So you're going to lose whichever troop soldier hacks this thing 90% of the time, because you're on such a rush and you can't clear first. This mission is just evil.
Heading there now. Objective position confirmed.
Okay. So there's our objective.
Okay.
Gonna be able to get to it?
You should be able to hack into that thing's safety protocols and stabilize it. Shen is uploading the fix right now.
And we still don't have a guaranteed chance to hit. But we did. Good. Okay.
Nailed him. Could be something on this one.
The good news is that a car blew up. Well, that's not exactly good news. Oh! More soldiers have seen us. So, we still aren't out of combat. Oh, I hate this mission. Again, it's actually easier to start on Legend difficulty, because your first mission is not timed, and you will get multiple soldiers promoted from it, which means that you will have the ability to have multiple soldiers who can do more than just move and shoot by the time you get here. So
got it covered.
Was that a dash? Did I really just dash with Rose? I did. I'm an idiot. I meant to move and then... Oh, laser sight. Okay.
I've got it.
Alright. What can we do? Jeez, and I'm just in a really bad position overall because all my soldiers are so far away from the bloody guys we're trying to fight. Can't hit 26%. Okay, so I'm gonna try to flank the officer, even though it puts me in a very vulnerable position, because, again, I'm on a turn limit. Please crit. Oh, you don't even hit. A flanking shot, and you don't even hit. And I'm playing this on Veteran. I'm not even playing it on Commander, which is the hardest difficulty. I hate this mission. And I can't hit. I just can't hit anything. Okay, he's marking rows. That's the equivalent kind of to holo-targeting. It gives a boost to the aim of all the soldiers on their team for a turn.
Enemies on the move. They're flanking us.
Oh. And she panicked again. And doesn't hit. Down to 3 turns. And this is the tutorial. And if you lose it, you get a game over immediately. Like, you have to win this, and yet your odds are ridiculously small because the deck is so stacked against you.
Closing on target position now.
I have to take out this captain. And I still get flanking shots, and I cannot hit them.
Not good. Need a resupply.
And this would be really stupid because although I would probably be able to hit him from here, he'd just shoot me and kill me in one shot. So... And I can't afford to take the time is the thing. Like, killing him is going to be at least one more turn, and then I have to get someone here and take an extra turn to hack it. So I think I've already lost this. Like, I do not think I have any way to not lose this mission. Because this guy's covering this side, this one's covering this side, I have to get to here and have a spare turn to hack. So, yeah, I'm going to lose this mission.
Understood. Moving out.
And if anyone has some advice on how I'm playing badly that is causing this, I'm be glad to hear it. Oh, we killed him, yay. But I do not see how I am able to actually complete this. Oh no. Oh, so the truck is now on fire. So any of our soldiers who come here to hack this, they are going to catch on fire. Burning is a static fail. Or is it going to blow up? So, you will take damage over time. Unlike Pokemon, fortunately, you do not have your attack stat drop. Oh, they missed for once.
Incoming over here.
And this happened 5 times. I couldn't do anything. So, I have basically no choice but to move up here and hope, beyond hope, that I do not trigger the other pod of aliens, because whoever I send here, who has to be Sharky, he's the only one close enough, is just going to die. They will one-shot him. Yep, he's dead. So he cannot hack it until next turn, which is the last turn that we have to hack this. And either one of these soldiers has a flanking shot and will one-hit kill him.
They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic
So,
potential.
yeah, I am hosed.
Moving on target
This is
location.
really the only place I can send Rose because I can't afford to miss. Or put her in a position where she would be flanked by the enemies. So yeah, she got a kill. She'd earn her a promotion. There we go. And Cyric has no ammunition left.
Moving on target location.
Again, even though I do not want to do this, I have to move him up to half cover and reload.
Back online.
So fortunately, the sectoids usually prioritize psionics, and oh no, they're going to successfully panic him, aren't they? Yes. So congratulations, we now cannot win this mission. Oh. And they've badly wounded Cyric. And is he going to panic now as well? No. Well, we're lucky. Okay.
Commander, the converter is near collapse. It's about to blow.
Yes, but there is nothing I can do about that. Oh, so I cannot get here without dashing, and if I dash, I do not have a turn to actually hack, so we have lost. all our soldiers are dead, and we have failed the tutorial. Again!
That's affirmative.
And this time it's on an easier difficulty, so... I'm at least going to make things as painful for them as I can. Which is not very, unfortunately. So let's see, who can we see from here? Can we see? Can't see the sectoid, which would be a shame. I would love to actually kill that thing. What about from here? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. It's a terrible spot, but again, we have already lost, so there is no reason not to. Oh, and all she can do is reload. Okay. Bye-bye. So in this case, he's going to resurrect one of his dead soldiers. That's usually what they do. Or one of our dead soldiers. They could do both of that. Yep.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
And she's dead, but again, she was dead anyway. Are you gonna kill Sarek? Am I not even gonna get the chance for it to... No, okay, Sarek's gonna live. Only be blown up when the converter detonates. Because this goes to 0. Why are you making us sit through all this? There we go. And it blows up, and everyone dies.
Commander, the package has been destroyed.
Mission failure, critical failure, entire XCOM project terminated. So, that is going to be it for this stream and this video, and it's honestly making me not want to play the game. But I've played other missions past this after I finally got it done, and they're more reasonable. I've been able to succeed, I've been able to get objectives done, so I'm thinking I'll just skip the tutorial, because as far as I can tell, it's essentially unwinnable unless you get lucky. Your tactics don't matter, what matters is the RNG. Because if you have suggestions on how to play that better tactically, I am more than welcome to listen to them. But that's it for today, guys. So thank you all for watching. Anyone who is here, as always, I do appreciate your input, your insight, and your interest in the run. And I'll see you tomorrow when we'll pick up with some of the main missions of the game and actually get moving somewhat with our true squad. Bye-bye.